Now the first carry for Cam Akers. And down to the 44, 5 yards that time. And the Rams at 4-3, a game over 500. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 7 yards there and a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
It makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm.
Touchdown, L.A. Cam Akers hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take advantage of, and they certainly did there. Matt Gay on for the extra point. He hasn't missed an extra point all season, and he won't miss this one either, and it's 7-0. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Lions.
That was a special return, and it happened because he's a special returner. He has to have that approval from his special teams coach's head coach to bring it out of the end zone.
But let's be honest, a lot of times when they bring it out of the end zone like he did there, they don't have approval. I mean, I think a lot of times they do, but correct me if I'm wrong. Sometimes it's just a guy getting a feel, right?
Exactly right. What's the old adage? Sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules. And if you do, you're taking on some responsibility. But he was happy to do so there.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they are over 500 for the season, 4-3. They got back above 500 with a victory last week. And, Charles, you think this is a very important week for them, do you not?
I certainly do, because when you start to do the math, and yes, I'm using my fingers to count. If you're 4-4 at the midway point, let's say you're saying 10 wins is your cutoff line for a playoff berth. It's usually right around that number. A loss here, all of a sudden you've got to go 6-2 down the stretch just to reach 10 wins. That means this game is vital.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll run on third down with Brown. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks.
Well, that was big right there, because they're the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hughes. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Goff on first down. That's going to be caught. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. On the keeper, here's Goff. And no signal, but I don't think he got the surge behind center. No, he's going to be kept out of the end zone. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down.
Well, I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Another shot from the one on second and goal. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down.
Well, that's going to bring up a big call now because he's unable to make the play himself on second down. Now you just have to wonder, will they keep the ball in his hands on third down?
Now Goff on third and goal. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on third and goal. Let's see what they do on fourth and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on fourth and goal. So they've got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
On fourth down, Goff. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. DeAndre Hopkins, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Big 4th down conversion for the score, and the defense, that is a tough pill to swallow.
Big time for them. How about them just deciding to go for it on 4th down? And, okay, forget the field goal, because that looked like an easy 3 points. Yeah, you might have had a defensive breakdown in there, but they pressed the issue and found a way to get it into the end zone. Give them big credit for that.
Point after here coming up. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
The score, Lions 14, Rams 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team, and that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also is as much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Second down, they'll go with Akers again. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on third down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
An opening there on that first down run as he gets this forward for about 8 or 9. That looks to be 8 officially, so 2nd and 2. 8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. To throw is Stafford. That's into the hands of Tutu Atwell.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver trying to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
The tackle there by Malcolm Rodriguez.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd and 9. Stafford, he'll get this into the hands of Van Jefferson. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Shotgun handoff to Brown here. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter, 14-7. On 1st and 10, Stafford to the right side and complete to Jefferson. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down.
Now that was well defended, and as a cornerback, what you're taught when you see a wide receiver screen, either you get underneath the play before the blocking forms, or you're going to have to fight your way through it by getting through some blocking. That was a really nice play there.
So the completion good for 7 there. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit. But get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are. You know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
The slot man in motion right. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts. as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. They snap it to Stafford. That's to his running back, complete. And they're going to get this down inside the 20. That was a pretty good job by the defense, I thought, right? I mean, they had to go to their check down, but still were able to get it done for the first.
Agreed. Anytime you can force them to come back to a receiver that's a little bit shorter in the route, you've done your job on defense, but still, they pick up the first down and get a fresh set.
Huge fourth down conversion. From the red zone now, Stafford. Got a man, it's Higbee, complete. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number one. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up first and goal. An inside give, Brown. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now a timeout signal for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Brings up second and goal at the 3-yard line.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. They'll look to run with Akers. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. Whistles come in and a timeout. We'll see if they try to run one more quick hitter, or will they go ahead and kick the field goal here. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as they'll try to get 3 before half. And Gay knocks this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Short kick. Oh, and miscommunication on the lateral. The ball's out. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner, in the NFL, there's trailing and there's trailing, right? Sometimes you're discouraged by how much you're down, but in this case, this is a tight ball game, so there's a sense of optimism here. I think they went in at the half and looked at their play sheet and said, these are the plays we really like. What do you say we use them to start the second half and get us going?
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Play action. Stafford. Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker.
Well, I certainly think that we're seeing a big reason why this team has struggled to put points on the board so far, because too many of their drives have ended in turnovers already, and we still have almost a full half of football yet to play.
After the interception, here's Gone. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Hopkins. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. He'll get a dozen there, and the Lions have a first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something on that run, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, avoiding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving.
That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. First down, and they go with Swift again. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that's just running the ball 101 because too much east-west, not enough north-south. Got to get upfield, don't you?
They just kept stringing him out before he knew it. He'd hit the sideline. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. They bring the safety on the blitz, and he busts through to drop him for an 8-yard loss. And this one is right through. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. Well, whatever was said in the locker room during the break must have worked. They forced the turnover. They didn't get the touchdown, Charles, but it does translate into 3 points to begin this second half.
Exactly as they discussed in the locker room at halftime. Get some points to get things kick-started. Now start your half off with some momentum. Gives you something to build on for your next possession.
So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They'll fake the give. Now Stafford. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He's got a man complete. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line. Well, he's been doing this for more than a decade now, showing that he's still got that arm strength from back when he was the #1 overall pick. They'll send a receiver in motion left. They'll run on 1st down with Akers. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He's brought down back at the 16-yard line.
No, he didn't spike it. He faked it. And it's caught. And he's going to get into the end zone. So the fake spike works, and they score. Amari Cooper, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Rams are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will level the playing field at 17 all. (17-17) the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage. Down just outside of the 15. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Goff's throw complete to his receiver, Thielen. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. Off play action. Here's Goff. He'll buy some time right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards and a 1st down.
Well, partner, that's one of the problems when you sell out to stop the run on 3rd and short. Sometimes you break that initial wall and you go a long way.
So how do you prevent it?
That's tough to do. That really is tough to do. One of the things offenses like to do nowadays in practice, you know, they do a lot of working against equal numbers. They'll start putting more and more numbers on defense and just telling their offensive guys, figure it out, learn how to block it. We may see this situation.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
Goff a handoff here to Swift. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
They'll try the air now with Goff. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. First target, first catch, and a 1st down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
They will run straight ahead with Swift. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
It's not easy playing the corner, is it? A lot of times you got to defend against the pass, but sometimes you have to play against the run. How about the job he did there, crashing inside to make that tackle for a loss.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the Rams are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows the defense to tighten up their coverage, and they picked that one off.
The 16-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now whistles and a flag down. I think one of the Rams linemen might have moved. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. They'll go again here with Akers. 76 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6.
And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. Just a yard on the run there. That's going to bring us to a 4th down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford finds his tight end Oliver here outright. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. A tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
A run there on 1st down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Stafford going to give this to Akers. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. They'll go with Akers here up the middle. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That burst good for 20 and a 1st down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll give this up the middle to Brown. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Another run for Brown on 2nd down. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a 1st. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Game-winning field goal would be a chip shot from here. Let's see how they play it on 1st and goal. They'll run here with Akers. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Cam Akers with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year. And the Rams go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. Goff.
He's going to let it fly. He's got him in, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10. Now it's gone. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. And the Rams have just about sewn up this football game. Agreed, that's twice now in this fourth quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Throwing here, Stafford. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. I'm surprised they accept the penalty.
The only thing that comes to mind for me is they want to move him back 5 yards because they feel good about their defense. But in most situations, you take the down, and that's what counts more.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second-half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who led at halftime, and now is leaving here, know that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
So for Los Angeles,
the victory means they'll up their mark to 5-3 on the year.